Oh, I thought I dropped my phone, but it was the pocket knife. Welcome back to Outdoor Chef Life. I'm Taku, and today we are going to go harvest some more uni because there's a lot of uni out there. I'm telling you, watch, the tide is going out right now. It's a negative tide, so perfect time for some uni and make something delicious. Let's get it going. This tide pool, this is where we filmed our very first video. Remember that? Remember? I'm talking to you.
Oh, I thought you were talking to them.
I'm talking to you.
Oh.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Just this area is a little deep. And then we get across onto that side and there's a lot of sea urchins over there. At least from what I remember. Kelp crab, big old kelp crab. Hold on, let me grab this guy. Stuck to my foot. Here we go. That's a big kelp crab. They usually don't come this big, but still not a lot of meat. There's a lot of kelp crab here. There you go, buddy. Off to the sea urchin spot. All the sea urchin are going to be at the furthest part of the intertidal zone. Let's go all the way to the point. As far as we can go. Actually, there's some little ones right there. Oh, but we want the ones out there. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, here's the sea urchin town right here. This is nothing right here. Watch, when we get over here a little more. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Oh, look at this. So many. That is a lot. You don't want to fall on that. Usually when people see this many sea urchin in tide pools in my videos, people always comment, why is uni so expensive? That's a good question, right? Because there's so much of it, especially locally here with all this purple urchin. But there's a couple reasons. One of them is that this purple urchin, they're not commercialized, so you'll never find this type of uni in the sushi restaurant. For some reason, they think it's too small to process and it's too much work, and which is another thing, another reason why uni is so expensive, because it takes a lot of work to process these guys. It has to be done by hand because they're so delicate and they have to be gently cared for. So that's why it takes a lot of labor to process these. That's why it's also expensive. If we could commercialize this purple urchin, it would be a game changer. I think, in my opinion, these are sweeter too. So it's unfortunate that they don't commercialize it, but I think they're working on something. So hopefully in the future we start seeing these more in restaurants and stuff, fish markets even, you know. If you're diving in Mendocino and Sonoma Coast, those two counties, which I'm in right now, and if you're diving, free diving or scuba, you're allowed to take something like 40 gallons, something like that, which is insane. That's a lot. They're pretty much saying you can take as much as you want, basically, because there is so much of it. What I've done in the past is, like, yeah, you see me sometimes, like, I crushed an urchin or something, but if you crush them during this time, especially during the spawning season, you're just kind of helping them reproduce. See, when I open it up and it gets all milky, and yeah, that's they're reproducing that way. So they're just releasing the eggs, the sperm, and they just meet in the water, and then they get turned around in the surf somehow, and then they latch on and become sea urchin. So crushing them is probably not the answer to get rid of or reduce the amount of purple urchin, but a better solution would be to take them out of the water, eat them, eat more uni. Go to Mendocino, take a trip up, and they're pretty much everywhere like this. But you have to go at a very good negative tide. Today is a negative 1.6 tide, I believe. So that's very low. Alright, I'm looking for the big ones, the real big ones. Maybe a red urchin. Oh, well, I think we'll use the purples. Wow, look at this pool. Wowza. Must be, I don't know, a few hundred uni right here, at least. Just in that pool. Oh, that's a good size purple. I'm gonna grab that one. There's a whole lot of uni. I'm gonna step in here. Might puncture my waders. But this is the, I think this might be one of the biggest ones I've seen so far. Look at that. Yeah, that's a good sized purple urchin. You know what? We'll open it up, see what it looks like inside. You gotta check the yield always. I'm just using a little stake, a camp stake. Yield is pretty big. That's a pretty big. Look at that. That's, yeah, that's big, but really milky. That's great. Look at this. It's an abalone gauge. We haven't been able to use that in many years. This is to measure the legal size of an abalone when it was legal to harvest. Not anymore. That looks delicious. Take a look at this sea star. I wonder if he's eating the sea urchin actually. So they do eat them. I mean, at least the big ones do. Like the sunflower star. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. That is it. It's a nudibranch. It's a type of nudibranch and it is so cool. I found this nudibranch that's so cool. It's a little tiny little sea slug that's like really colorful. This little guy. Look at that. So cool. You only see that kind of stuff if you look really close. That was cool. So I got an idea. I have this abalone gauge that I found. I'm gonna use this to harvest. Check it out. This should work perfectly. Oh yeah, yep. Look at that. That's a good one. Gonna get some big ones here, and we'll be on our way. It's so easy to harvest with this tool. Look at this. Oops. There we go. Shoot, I don't see why not commercialize these. This is big enough. This is more than big enough. The ones that come from Japan are even smaller than this. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take some for my friends. Take some uni for my friends. That's a good idea. That looks great. Yeah, that looks fantastic. Tastes good too. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. Best tool. Best tool for this job, honestly. Glad I found this. And shout out to this bucket company, Mamu. They just sent me a couple of these buckets, and the one I've been using for years have been pretty much broken, so thank you for that. I needed a new one. That's a good size. All right, we got a bucket full, entire bucket full. All right, anyways, this little tide pool trip was really nice. We got to see some cool stuff today, and I hope you enjoyed the b-roll that we got. Let's go back to the van and make some food now. I'm hungry. You want some uni?
Gracias.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, you want to eat it?
This is for eat?
Yeah, this is for eating. Look. Yeah, look. You know sushi? You like sushi?
Yeah, that's
You like sushi? Alright. See, you just break them like... This yellow part is called uni.
Okay.
Uni in the sushi restaurant. And you just see this? Here's you can eat it.
This is sweet?
Mm-hmm. It's like a little bit, tastes like the ocean and a little bit sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to try it? It's creamy. What do you think?
It's good.
It's bueno.
Oh yeah, only need a little beer.
You just need a little beer. Little cerveza, wash it down.
Oh, a little tequila.
A little tequila. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Happy New Year. All right, I'm gonna clean up all the urchin now. Not all of them. I'm gonna save some for friends. See whoever wants them. But I'm gonna clean about maybe 6 of them, and we'll go from there. This one's got a beautiful color. Nice. Today I'm going to use this rubber spoon. See how that works. I think this is going to be more gentle. Ooh. That's perfect. That is an absolute perfect piece of uni. That's nice. This spoon works perfectly. That's great. Making my life very easy. Makes it much easier when the uni is bigger too, because I can actually fit the spoon in there. So I did a uni video last month, and then people thought my thumbs were bleeding, but the purple urchin, they just stain your fingers. So I'm not bleeding, it's just stained. So the question earlier was, why isn't this purple urchin commercialized? You telling me uni lovers would pass that up? No way, this is some good quality uni here. Alright, now what we're gonna make today is called bukkake udon. Don't even, because I know bukkake may mean something else on the internet, but actually it means just a splash, and it's a type of udon dish that just has a little bit of broth. That's why it's called bukkake, just a splash. And leave the comment section alone, okay? Anyways, well, that's what it's called.
Now people are gonna go Google if they didn't know.
Don't
Google it.
Don't Google it. Don't Google it if you're at work or anywhere we're with kids. Let's move on.
What's the difference between bukkake and kake udon?
Kake udon is that's actually like has full broth. Kake udon just has its broth. Okay, so that's what we're making. I'm gonna first start off by cooking the udon, because we don't need that to be hot. I'm gonna cook it and just drain out all the water. And check this out. So my induction stove, if you can see right here, it's not on right now. I can't turn it on. But on my phone, I have this app that's connected to my inverter. Stop the water. Boom, turn that on. You'll see this go on. There you go. Now I got a full pot of water. Induction. Boom. I figured we haven't done much cooking in the van lately, in the videos at least. So we'll do one in the van, and it's a little noisy outside because we got a highway right here going past us. So in the van, much quieter, and you can see how the van works too. And look at our filming setup right here. We got the light, and look at Jocelyn sitting on our swivel seat. Yeah, look how spacious it is. My van is spacious, man.
If we film outside, I have to stand.
She has to stand outside. She doesn't even have to stand in when you film inside. We got udon right here. Udon, if you don't know, it's like just thick noodles. Real thick noodles. And you can buy them frozen like this. It's completely frozen right now. And you just drop them in hot water. 2-3 minutes, done. We'll wait for that to boil. We'll prep some vegetables for now. That's a lotus root. Just gonna make a little bit of like lotus chips. I'm gonna make a little dashi, just using home dashi. This is just a cheap. Look, you just get a little hot water, throw some home dashi in there, maybe a teaspoon, and that's it. There's your dashi. That's the easy way, really easy. And we're gonna put some soy sauce. I have my soy sauce in here, so it's a little shoyu dashi. It's just soy sauce, dashi, shoyu, dashi. That's what it's called. This is like the basics of Japanese cooking, Japanese sauces and broth. I'm gonna go about pretty thick on this one, maybe 4 parts dashi to 1 part soy sauce. That's good. We have a freezer in the van too. I'm just gonna put an ice cube in the dashi, just so it's so we cool it down. Alright, water's boiling now. Let's get it in there. One thing with induction, water boils pretty quickly. Alright, we'll bring that back up to a boil. Only takes a couple minutes. I'm gonna cut some nori here. Just do it right into thirds. Making a mess here. That is done. I'm gonna pull out the noodles, and you can put this in ice bath too if you like, but you can, noodles you can be warm or cold. Pull it down a little bit. Don't worry, we have plenty of water. And then we're gonna boil these eggs for only about 2.5 minutes or so, just really short. We want it pretty much raw. Sorry if the induction is making a high pitch noise, it does that. I can imagine the mic is picking it up. I'm just gonna fry up these lotus chips and we'll be pretty much done. We have just a little bit of time left before the sun sets. We should be able to eat with some beautiful sunset. Go. Plating time. Alright, you guys ready for this? We're gonna plate now. And just as the name suggests, just a splash. Bukkake. Just like that. I'm gonna use the toppings now. We have an egg here that just very softly boiled. These eggs are from my friend Miguel's backyard. These are organic as it gets. So yeah, we're not gonna get any kind of salmonella or anything. Even if it's raw, we can eat these completely raw, perfectly fine. A little bit of green onion on there. Go in with shiso. You want shiso on yours or not? Jocelyn is sometimes doesn't like shiso. Oh, my uni. Lotus chips for a little crunch. Bukkake udon with uni. Alright, so now I push the bed back. Now we got this beautiful view of the ocean. Alright, let's eat some bukkake udon. Stop saying that. Stop saying it. I'll just stop saying it because it's just a mess. You like the lotus chip? There's more. Woo. The way you eat it, you just break the egg yolk, mix it all together. Just mix it all together, and that uni is gonna also coat the udon as well. So look at that.
Oops.
Wow. Holy crap. This right here is so good. That's it right there. That's it. What do you think? Flavor is like light, but flavorful. It's creamy. The egg coats all the udon. The bites of uni. Wow, adds a very nice sweetness. Yep, if you're a fan of uni, gotta try it like this. Oh yeah. Beard o'clock, baby. Oh yeah.
This hits the spot because we haven't had lunch today.
I know, it's the spot. Cheers. Well, you don't have a beer today?
I'll choose your money.
Black Monk Brewing Hazy Double IPA. Guys, thank you so much for watching once again. We got some good stuff coming up this year. We're gonna be hitting up doing a lot more trips, especially in the van too, and also hopefully overseas and other countries too. So, anything else you like to add?
New shirt.
We got new shirts, new little octopus shirts with my hat on it. He's wearing my hat. He's got a knife and he's got a beer. He's got an IPA.
Yeah, right there.
And he's got a fishing rod. Yeah. OutdoorChefLife.com. If you want to cop, we got some kid sizes for that too. So, thank you all for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.